Hey guys, Stephen, TheSalonGuy here, and today I've got a new tutorial. This is a popular haircut that was once popular a couple years ago, but now it's coming back, and it's called the lob, which basically is a long bob. So here's what we're starting with before. As you can see, the hair is pretty long, and what we're going to do is we're going to take this up probably to about right here, and the key to this is that you don't want to cut it to here where it obviously looks like a bob, but you don't want to cut it and leave it too long where it's like looks like it's a long layered haircut. So it's kind of like right in the middle. And it's a long bob. We're going to add some soft layers to it, and it's definitely one of the most popular trends in haircuts right now. So I'm ready to go. Let's get started. Alright, so I'm just going to break down the sectioning. What I did is I went right down the middle, then I created a line which is called the division point, which separates the front and the back, as you can see here. Right on the top of the ear, all the way around to the other side on the top of the ear. Clip these two off, and then also I clipped this section off right in the back to give me a good, clean, open section here to start the base in the back. Alright, so for the first section, what we're going to do is we're going to comb this all straight down with the fine teeth, and we're going to cut this probably to about right here, which would be just about the top of the shoulders, just a little bit above that. And what we're going to do is we're not going to use any tension whatsoever, and we're just going to lock our comb in, and we're going to cut straight across, okay, all the way to the other side. And this is going to create our baseline. And if you have any little pieces like that, you can just kind of hold it slightly like this, and that's basically it. What we're going to do is we're going to bring every section down to this one point. When we get to about right here, we're going to over direct and bring it straight down like this so we can leave length towards the front. Alright, so now we're in the last section throughout the back. You just want to make sure that the head is pretty much upright. It's not leaning forward too much. So this way you can see exactly how the hair is going to fall, and you can get a nice straight clean line throughout the back here. Okay? So as you can see, again, we're combing everything straight down. You can even come over this way with your shears, cutting that way to maintain the length in that corner. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. And then now that we're done with the back, we can then bring down the sides, and we can connect the back into the sides. As you can see, by cutting this straight down this way and kind of over directing, it leaves the corners in through here, which is going to help protect the length. Alright, and now we're just going to cut the front with a slight angle going towards the face, as you can see here. And we're going to do this on this side as well as the other side. Alright, as you can see here, the length is established on both sides, and now I'm going to create some soft layers to give it some movement. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a horizontal section right at the top back of the head like this, and I'm going to comb everything straight up, and I'm going to cut probably about an inch and a half off the length, and this is going to allow this to fall in a place where it's not going to be too heavy, and it's not going to be too long. It's just going to be enough. So what we're going to do now is we're going to connect by bringing this all up now. There's the guide from what we just cut, and we're just going to continue throughout the whole back of the head, rounding this off and creating the shape to create soft layers throughout the back of the head. Then we'll connect this into the very, very bottom here, and we'll go into the nape area. We'll comb it straight out like that, and you can see there's just a little bit of hair that needs to come off. So we're going to continue to do this throughout the back. We're going to leave all this because that's the length. We don't need to touch that. And we're just going to connect the top, the middle, and now the bottom together like this, which will pretty much complete the whole back of the head. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the back in through the top, and I'm just going to take a section right throughout the top back of the head here, and we're just going to connect simply by rounding this out and letting that hair fall, which you already cut. There's the guide right here. There's the longer piece that you need to cut. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to do that throughout the whole back of the head here. And as you can see, the hair will drop out like that, and it'll allow for us to create a nice blend. Alright, now we're going to go right down the middle here, and we're going to take a section right throughout the middle. So we're going down a panel right throughout the center here. We're going to comb everything straight up horizontally, and this is going to create nice soft layer. There's the guide right there, and we're going to cut it straight across. Okay, we're going to do the same thing following the next section. We're going right towards the front of the face, comb it straight up like this, and there's the guide, and then last section right throughout the front. Let's comb this straight up like this, and not much should come off towards the front like that. So we're done in the middle. Now we're going to go into the corners. Now we're going to cut the corners simply by combing it straight out from the head, and you're going to see where the longer piece is. That's the corner. You cut that off to create a nice blended shape. We're going to do this on both sides of the head, and then we'll be pretty much complete and ready to style. Alright, next you can apply the product of your choice. I'm just going to use a little bit of a conditioning and smoothing cream, and I'm just going to run it through, and then we're going to blow dry it. Now you can blow dry it however you want. You can blow dry it where you have some flips to it, you can blow dry it all straight, but however you want to do it is totally up to you. Alright, so just want to talk about the blow dry a little bit. As you can see, I'm using a kind of smaller to medium round brush here, and what I'm doing is I'm going in and I'm flipping upwards like this. Alright, I'm smoothing it out on the top and then flipping out throughout the bottom to give it nice and movement. Now, as you can see, I don't have any clips in the hair, but the best thing I would do is suggest just brushing the hair out of the way. This way you have a nice open section to work on. Alright, so I just finished my last section, and I brought the hair kind of forward, and now I'm going to rake it back. And this is the key to this whole haircut. It's just simply just rake it back nicely, and this whole front piece will fall right into place. So I think this looks gorgeous. You can finish it with a little bit of a light holding hairspray, which I love to use because if it's too stiff, it's not going to have that movement, and you want this kind of nice and free-flowing. So I'm just going to kind of spin this head around here, show you the whole back, and I think this looks absolutely gorgeous. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for more tutorials with the Salon Guy.